Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to My Curvy Life. Hopefully, everyone has had a wonderful day. You enjoyed your day. Today, I'm so excited always about the show. Welcome again, everybody. I also bring you greetings from my co-hosts, Miss Lasagna and Latanya Jones. You already know they are in the audience, loving on you from the comment section. Thank them so much for all that they do. I want to say thank you to all my supporters out there. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. It makes my heart so glad to have a environment where there's positiveness, there's good vibes. I love inviting you guests on my show to talk to us, to inform us, to teach us, to help us. I appreciate all of you. Audience, without you, nothing happens. Okay. Always remember that you make the difference out here. All right. So we here as podcast hosts and other divinities, we love the fact that you support and you are a part of this group. Thank you. You guys know I am pushing for 1,000 members by December 31st. However, there's no cap on it. I just would like to reach. I like to set little goals, and when they get reached in that manner, it's just really exciting. I'm a woman of numbers. I think numbers matter, mean a lot. The more, the merrier. So thank you. Please, if everybody would at least share this group page with one other person, invite them to join. I'm going to be dropping the link so you could just shoot them the link and all they got to do is join. So let's build this community, guys. Let's build this community. I appreciate you guys. Couple of announcements. I do have a special guest today. Couple of announcements. The first one, I want to talk about Mary Kay Cosmetics really quick. Y'all already know it's the winter months coming up. Our skin some people do a change where you get really dry in the winter. Let me be that skin coach that's going to help you get on that skin regimen so that you can have healthier, younger looking skin. And I'm a witness because I myself have been using this product for over 30 years. All right. So, and it's done wonders. I don't feel I look my age. And I am blessed, of course, by the good Lord and also by Mary Kay Cosmetics. Also, if you're wanting to do something extra, maybe meet new people, have a little business, build anything in that nature, you can always join my Mary Kay team. My team name is Beauty First because we believe that beauty is first. Okay, so let me know. Reach out to me. I'm out here on social media. You already know how to reach me. Thank you. I also wanted to say I am starting as of today my beautician. I'm going to be featuring beauticians. I'm going to be featuring barbers and also nail techs. Anybody that can make us look and feel better about ourselves. We'll be featuring uh, in the next several shows. Excuse me, in the next several shows. I do plan on featuring. So, guys, please reach out to me if you know someone who's a beautician, maybe trying to get their business on the go, get their business, promoted. Please have them contact me. I would love to have them on the show. So, hey, it's y'all time, beauticians. Come through, barbers and nail techs. All right. So, I have a wonderful guest that's going to be coming in, and I'm going to say something personal about her, but I'm going to start with what she sent me for her bio. Her name is Lisa Sharp. She was born and raised in North Omaha. She's been doing hair since 2001. Um, she has had her beauty salon, been a business owner for 8 years in Bellevue. She has a beauty salon. She loves to help women redefine their styles for their lifestyles. All right. She shadowed her mom, who inspired her, and she has a mission to help women look and feel beautiful, all right, and find their true self. So that is just amazing. And I'm so excited to hear what else she wants to share with us. And let's just see what she has to say and go back into that history of how this lifestyle of hers got started. I'm so excited. So give me one moment. I'm going to get her added into the show.
Hello.
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 Welcome to my curvy life, Miss Lisa. Don't you
Mm,
look gorgeous? And I do mean that literally.
Well, thank
Amazing.
you. You look beautiful and gorgeous as well. Very stunning, always on point, Miss Fonda.
Hey, I try to do what I can, girl. I try to do, but believe you me, there's sometimes they catch me out there when I ain't up to part, girl. I be trying
Right.
to run out real quick, but I said I guess I can't do that. It was funny. I was out the other day, and I ran into Tony Vargas, who,
Mm-hmm.
by the way, I'm trying to get him on the show really quickly before
Okay.
we vote. Um, and girl, I was at Timeout Chicken, y'all. I'm talking to my whole audience. I was at Timeout Chicken, honey, and he was coming out of Timeout Chicken as well.
Oh.
But the difference was I wasn't together, and I was sitting in the car smashing a few pieces of bites of that chicken, and he
Mm.
walked by me and caught my eye, and I had just met him and took a picture with him like a couple days before, so he remembered me.
Oh, that's good.
So
That's good.
I'm I'm sitting here like I you know what I mean? Because I'm sitting here like smashing the chicken, and but
Right.
he laughed about it. And he said, "Well, I got my chicken too," and he held his
Mm.
chicken up. So
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
thought that was funny. Well, Miss
Right.
Lisa, I'm so happy to have you on the show, and
Thank you.
we're gonna jump right in. We're gonna jump right in, and I just want you to tell me a little bit more about you.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And what was your passion behind getting started with doing hair?
Okay. Well, as you were saying, my name is Lisa Sharp. I have been doing hair for 23 years, and I've been in business for 8 years. So it's been 2016. And I would say what inspired me to do hair is, of course, my mother and my aunties. But my mother sticks out the most because she was always prim, proper, neat. There was never a dull moment with her. So just growing up, I saw that. I came from humble beginnings. I would be outside, playing with my cousins. We playing this or some type of neighborhood game. And, everybody would play a game. Then I would veer off and go in the house. And then I'm combing a mannequin heads down or a doll with long hair. And everybody's like, well, where's Lisa? Where's Lisa? So just in a nutshell, I've just always veered off and did hair and loved hair. I would put a towel on my head, or I would be brushing a classmate's hair or a friend's hair that's in the neighborhood. I had a bartering system going on back then. I would, like if I had a flat tire, there's a neighbor down the street that could fix it. Say, hey, I'll fix your flat. You braid my hair. So that was a fair exchange. So,
Buying
just
trade,
growing up,
buying
yeah,
trade.
I've always done hair. On the side, I've had other jobs, I've had other occupations, but I've always did full circle and come back to hair. And just for years, my mom and my aunt, they just always kept me inspired with the different trends and fashion statements that they would make with their hair and their clothes too, but mainly with their hair. So yeah. So it still inspires me to this day. Yeah, I have
Well,
I have pictures and all.
that is amazing, Lisa.
Yes.
It seems like your camera is freezing in and out. I'm not sure why, but we're gonna keep rolling, and hopefully
Okay.
it'll just stop it. It'll just stop
Okay.
it. So
Okay.
sometimes there's always a little technical difficulties. You can never determine that when you're going live.
Right.
So
Right.
Um, I wanted to ask this question, and a lot of times there was what we call kitchen beauticians. So, would you
Yes.
say, can you explain from your terminology, what is a kitchen beautician, and did you start as a kitchen beautician?
Oh, absolutely, Miss Fonda. I started out as a kitchen beautician. You friends from the neighborhood, or your cousin, or family member. You start out doing in the kitchen. As a backup plan when you couldn't make it to the beauty shop or the beauty salon. So yeah, I started out as a kitchen beautician. I started out doing shampooing and condition and just maybe plait up your hair. And then after that, I leveled up and I started doing flat irons and pressing hair. Then I leveled up again. started doing relaxers, and I leveled up again, started doing rinses and colors. And then after a while, after so many years of doing that, it's time to go to a salon. There's advantages and disadvantages to being a kitchen stylist, but it's a good experience to start out in before you are an actual professional cosmetologist with a cosmetology license. So I think, yes,
Yes.
that's important. I think every beautician has experience doing hair in the kitchen or in the room or somewhere other than the salon to get that pre beauty school experience. So I think that's a good, yes. Hmm.
Right. Well, we're working through this technical difficulties, girl. I still feel like your camera is moving around, and I don't know what's going on, but we gonna keep going. So
Okay.
with it being that you started out as a kitchen beautician, and your mother inspired you, and so you moved up in your levels, and you wanted to get your own beauty salon. So what did that look like when you decided, hey, I want to own my own shop? Was it did you start with your own shop, or did you have work in a shop first? Because a lot of times I know beauticians and barbers, and they start working, paying booth rent within someone else's shop, and then they branch off. Or did you just like go right for the gusto and start your own shop?
No, actually, I had the experience of working in two salons. The first salon I worked in, it was actually in Bellevue. Let me just tell you a quick story about that. I was in beauty school and I had a client. She was coming to me and she was going to Bellevue. So she asked me, she said, well, where are you going to go when you graduate? I said, I don't know. I'm not sure. I want to go somewhere where I can work, gain my clientele, and just not, have any problems because, uh, black salons are notorious for having issues in the salon. But anyway, she told me, she said, well, there's a lady in Bellevue that can help you. She'll help you get started. And I said, Bellevue, way over there? That's what I said at first. I said, well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to go over there and talk to her and just see how her salon is set up. So I went over there and I talked to her. I talked to the owner of the salon, and I liked the owner of the salon. I started working there. I liked the clients. I just liked everything about it, the environment. So after a while, I started gaining my clientele. I started working longer hours. It was just a challenge. I was fresh out of beauty school, so I had the energy. I mean, the energy, the stamina, the endurance to just do hair. So that's the start of me staying in Bellevue. So I've been in Bellevue all 23 years. So that's basically how I got started. But I worked in two salons.
Hmm.
The first one was for 9 years, and the second salon was for 2 years. And for that salon, I worked in a Caucasian salon for the second salon, and that was a good experience too. But I will be honest and say it was a culture shock. I'll say it was a culture shock for them, for the salon I was working at, because I don't think they really
Oh.
had the exposure of seeing how black hair is done. I mean, I
Hmm.
do Caucasian, I do all hair types. I do Caucasian hair, African American hair, all hair types. But I don't think they had the opportunity to see how black hair was done. So it was a culture shock for them. So they were full of questions. I answered their questions. I pretty much just told them that we like alternative hairstyles versus in a ponytail or maybe straight down, parted in the middle of the side. So that's been my experience in the beginning. Yeah.
Gotcha. I understand. And I was wondering, because I know you guys go to hair school. I was
Right.
wondering, do you have to learn how to do both types of hair, like, Caucasian and black hair? Because maybe the cutting concept is the same, but texture and chemicals and stuff like that is different. So when
Right.
you went to the hair school, did they teach you the difference between excuse me, the difference between the types of hair
Yes,
textures?
Yes, they did. We learned on black hair and Caucasian hair. Now there are some cultural differences. Um, Caucasian hair is mostly it's a finer texture and it's silky, and then our hair is might be thicker. It might feel woolly or coarse or
Hmm.
hard, but we have professional hair care products that we buy at the salon that will go on your hair that'll help remedy all of that. But yeah, there is a difference, and there's professional products that you can use on black and white hair. So yes, there are differences, but you also have the option to do just strictly African American hair if you're a stylist, or just white hair. But for me, it is doing hair is diverse. So
Yeah.
you just have to get out of the box and just have an open mind about doing different people's hair. There's different hairstyles that's appropriate for fine hair, thick hair, medium textured hair. So yeah, I think so. I agree. There is
So
differences.
with that, being able to do different types of hair, is there like a specific hairstyle that you enjoy doing? Like, I know some people like doing sewing weaves, some people like just doing the flat iron, some people, do you have like a preference of like, well, I love, when somebody wants me to do braids, or, is there a preference that you enjoy?
Well, all those styles you just named, I do all of that, but I do prefer to do sew-in weaves, sew-in extensions, and I like to do, my second choice would be an updo ponytail. I just think it's amazing how a woman can come into the salon. She can transform her hair, leave out of the salon with a totally new and different look, and that would be
I
amazing. And to me, when you're wearing an updo, to me that's you're putting on your crown, and it is my job to make sure your crown is straight. Yes, ma'am.
I love it. Um, I've had a lot of times people tell me, because I do like to change my crown uh, quite often, you know,
Right.
and it's not based off of how long I've had that hairstyle in. It could be today I want it to be this way, and a couple of days later I want it to be another way, or you know what I mean. I like the fact that you said that you like to make sure that you are allowing the customer to have an experience, to
Yes.
redefine,
Yes.
and
Yes.
um, a lot of people, some are open to that. They're open to be redefined. They like,
Yes.
they'll say, I'm sure they'll come in and they'll go, Lisa, whatever you want to do, whatever
Right.
you want to do.
Right.
Do you prefer someone that kind of lets you have free reign to do what you want to do, or are you okay when people come in and specifically, want the part on this side with the little baby hair right here, and that are more specific, basically?
Right. Um, I would say a little bit of both. When they come in and say, "Oh, Lisa, you can just have your way with my hair. Just do whatever," and I said, "Do whatever," and I said, "Yeah, do whatever." But I'll think about their lifestyle, what it is that they do for a living, their lifestyle outside of working. Um, just things of that nature. If they say that, just let me have my way with their hair. But for the other one, I I would just do what's suitable for them, for their lifestyle. So yeah, but mhm.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah,
See, and I guess what I meant by that too is like, some people, they're not creative with their hair. They don't like automatically just try different things, but
right,
they may come in that day and say, hey, I never do, my hair is always plain. I want to do something, you know what I mean? And
right.
I was just wondering how comfortable you felt with doing that. I mean,
I feel very comfortable. A lot of people come in, they want protective hairstyles to where life is busy. They're working a second job. They're dealing with their husbands, significant others. They're taking the kids to different activities and practices and stuff. So that's the last thing you want to worry about is your hair. So a lot of
Right.
times, a lot of ladies wear the protective hairstyles to where they don't have to wake up in the morning and uh or curl it, tease it, or brush it, or do anything that's high maintenance to where it's going to take up a lot of their time during the day, or early in the morning. So yeah.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Gotcha. So, I want to ask you, when you decided, you were going to branch off and you were going to have your own salon, um, what was the impact of that decision? Like, why did you decide, I no longer want to work in somebody else's salon. I want my own. What prompted that for you?
Okay. Well, actually, like I was saying, the first salon I worked in, I worked there for 9 years. And then I worked at the second salon for 2 years. And then the third salon, which is now my salon, but it was under a different name. I came in with a vengeance. There was two other stylists that worked there, and I guess they were at the tail end of their cosmetology career. They were ready to transition out and do some other things. But before they did that, I came in there like the wind. I came in there with a vengeance, and I just had all type of clients. I notified all my clients and told them that I was going to a different salon, but I still stayed in Bellevue. So that's
Gotcha.
that's the key. I stayed in Bellevue the whole 23 years. Even when I was transitioning to different salons, I stayed in Bellevue, which is the common denominator for me and the common denominator for my clients too. They were so happy and relieved because sometimes being in Bellevue, it can be kind of territorial. They didn't want to travel outside of Bellevue, and a lot of the African American salons are in North Omaha. And they may have to drive
Yeah.
maybe 12 miles to get a service from a black salon. But when they know that I'm over there in Bellevue, in Old Town Bellevue, they're happy, they're relieved, they feel blessed, and then they come in and bless me in my shop. So I think that's a wonderful opportunity. So the main thing is I stayed in Bellevue and I stayed consistent with my clients. I stayed in touch with them, and I just kept them informed of what I was doing, and all the services pretty much didn't change from the first salon that I worked in. So that makes history as far as me being in Bellevue. That's why I stayed in 20 for the whole 23 years, because of my clients and the people. They're
Well,
wonderful. They're supportive.
mhm.
They're just wonderful, and then they refer other people to me. That's the biggest reward, is getting referrals, new referrals. And then,
Yeah.
and it's not just doing hair. Is to me, it's building a relationship too.
I was just gonna say, I was
Yeah.
just getting ready to say, I know you've built a lot of relationships with being a beautician, with being a hairdresser,
Yes.
and a lot of times you become more than just a hairdresser. They become more than just a client. You actually build friendships and
Yes.
things of that nature. And I think
Yes.
that's wonderful because I know for me, with my hairdressers and different ones, nail techs. I always have built, a relationship, and I've always been able to talk to them, a little bit more than just about my hair or nails or what have you.
Right.
We actually talk about other things. We cry.
Right.
I've cried with my beautician. I've cried, and I've prayed, and it's been like it's amazing journeys when you have a beautician, such as
Yes.
yourself, that
It
you can
is.
trust. You know,
Yes.
um,
You build
over
those
the years,
relationships.
mhm, over the
Hmm.
years, my hair did changes. It's not
Right.
as thick and full and coarse as it was back, when I was in my 20s and 30s. So it's nice to have a relationship with your beautician where you could trust her, you know what I
Right.
mean, or him. And
Right.
they can work with what you have or do add.
Right.
And it's just so amazing what you guys can do, could do with our hair, and even in different stages or states, you know,
Right.
um, of our hair. I've been, um, I joined an alopecia group on
Right.
Facebook,
Okay.
and
Okay. I've seen
that
that.
It's been amazing to see what some of those hairstylists could do for those that have alopecia. And it's a
Right,
real
right,
thing. And I think it happens to a majority of those that when you get older,
right,
it starts happening. When you take a lot of medicine, you know,
right.
high blood pressure
Exactly.
medicine, that
Yes.
type of stuff, that one of the side effects is losing your hair and losing the strength of your hair and developing
Right,
alopecia. And it's nothing like when your crown has been affected.
right,
So
right,
it's amazing to have a beautician that can continue to work with you throughout the years or throughout whatever
right.
process, and make you feel beautiful. I want to get into a little bit, with it being that you have a passion for what you do. There may be somebody out here that says, "Man, that's amazing. She's been doing hair for 23 years. She's been had
Hmm.
her own salon for being a business owner and doing her own thing for, I believe it's 8 years." You said
Yes.
correct,
Hmm.
and they might say, "What do I need to do? Um, what steps do I need to take to, become a beautician because I want to do what she's doing?" What would you share with them?
I would share with them, maybe they have a beautician that they've been going to for some years. They probably could shadow. They could shadow their beautician, or their beautician could be their mentor, and just kind of talk to them about the ups, about mostly the positive things that doing hair can do for you as a person, to your self-esteem, and to another person's self-esteem. I would start with that. I would tell them to check into the beauty schools. They have financial aid and all types of different programs that the person could probably be eligible for once they check into the beauty school. And they just have to see which beauty school is a good fit. I think there's maybe three beauty schools in Omaha, and I think they may have two in Council Bluffs. But I would say check all of them out, because this is a life altering career for a person that wants to do hair, because you're inspiring and changing lives to where it's positive. You're helping women feel good and look good, and once they feel good and look good, they are on fire. There's nothing that they feel they can't accomplish. So I think is wonderful. But yeah, I would say shadowing and check into the beauty schools. I wouldn't say do it on your own. I wouldn't say go to beauty school and then as soon as you graduate, boom, open up a salon. No, I think you need the experience work in a salon. I know when I started in the salon, I started out on commission. And for those that don't know what that is you have clients, they come in, and then you provide a haircut or whatever service it is that they want. And then you would split the profits with the owner, just to get you started, to get your clientele started. And then after so long, or when you feel that you're ready, you can go ahead and transpire to the booth rent. Transition to booth rent, to where you would buy all of your own products. You would set your own schedule. Um, and you would just be out to you just have to think about what type of clientele do you want to attract, or you want to bring into the salon, and how are you helping the owner stay in business. So that's
Gotcha.
pretty much it. Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's amazing, Lisa. Thank you for sharing that, with the audience, because there just might be somebody out there that's like, I want to do this. And, would you say it's never too late?
Never. It is never too late. The oldest person, my oldest client right now is 84 years old. She still gets relaxers. She still gets roller sets, or she might get some type of updo. So it's still my job, no matter how young or how old you are. It is my job to make sure that your crown is straight, and just to make sure that the style is suitable. We would have a consultation. And what a consultation is we would basically have a conversation about your lifestyle and what kind of look it is that you're going for. And it is my job to help you redefine that look so you can feel good and look good. So, yeah.
Amazing, amazing,
Yes.
Lisa. I
Hmm.
love it. Well, I thank you for all of your information on tonight. I'm going to ask if you would please put a shout out for your salon. Give us the name. How can we reach you if someone wanted to, experience your expertise with hair, with their hair? Where would we find you?
Okay, it is Sharp Hair Salon. It is located in the heart of Old Town Bellevue. That is 2216 Wayne Street. I'm there to serve you. I'm pretty much there Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6. There's times I'll take appointments before 10 and I'll take appointments after 6 if necessary. So yeah, I'm very, very flexible. Very flexible. I am.
All right. Yes. Well, I love it, Lisa, and I'm very, very proud of you.
Thank you.
Entrepreneurship is not always that easy. You
No, it
do have
is
to
not.
build. You got to build your clientele up. You got to hold on to your clientele, and
Yes.
so it sounds like you've definitely built a community relationship here, and I'm excited for you. I'm excited for your
Yes.
for the future, and continue pushing on with your business. And
I will.
I'll be sure if I see anybody that, I think that may be looking for a hairdresser or anything of that nature to send them your way. I, I
Okay.
definitely, um, I definitely am so proud of you. I know you've been in your location for a while, and I've heard about it for many years. So
Okay.
keep up the good work, girl.
I will.
Um,
Thank you so much.
and I wanted to say
Indeed, I
something,
will.
guys, personally about Miss Lisa. I've actually been knowing her well before she started all that because
Since
we
1984.
a long time. And she's always been just the sweetest pie. I've always just enjoyed her as a person. Down through the years, we've hit and miss, but whenever we see each other, it's always love.
Yes.
We come through every once in a while, and we'll have dinner and we'll communicate. But I said this time I'm gonna try to hold on to communication because
Okay.
Lisa
Yes, me
is
too.
a
Me too. We're going to make that extra effort. Yes.
Yes, she is a wonderful person. I've heard so many good things about her and her beautician and her artistry with hair. And so, you guys, if you live in Bellevue and you're looking for a beautician, she got you. If you want to travel over there from Omaha, she got you. So, Lisa, thank you.
You are
Thank
so
you so
welcome. And
much.
thank you for having me, Miss Fonda.
Thank you, and I wish you the best. And my curvy life, we're going to go ahead and call it a night tonight. Miss Lisa, she has shared with us, and I just thank you, Lisa, for sharing your journey, your beautician journey
Thank
with
you.
us. So, and
Thank
thank you
you.
for being a part of the show, My Curvy Life. Okay. So, with
Okay.
that being said, y'all, we're going to check out. Lisa, stay on the
Okay.
line. We're going to
It's
check
in
out.
your
Thank
eyes. Grateful for the blessing we call life. I will